Hey, it's Barry.
And Dave.
And Jerry.
And Dan.
Here with our next edition of Hooked on Headwaters. Today we are actually on Headwaters Lake. We're down the bay here, which is the first stop on the left-hand side. We're kind of tucked up out of the wind. We're going to get through this video really quick so you guys don't have a 30-minute video to watch. So we're going to start out with just thanking our sponsor, David's House Inn. As always, just check the information below. If you're coming into town, you're looking for a place to stay, David's House is the place, or one of the places here. So check all the info. You've heard us say time and time again, close to restaurants, the whole 9 yards. Just check them out and give them a call. Dave, where's the other place I can stay?
Hey, if you're looking to stay in a more rustic setting, check out the Blue Cypress Lakeside Cabins. Really cool place to stay. Right across from the boat ramp along Cypress Lake. Fabulous place. Give them a shout.
Yep, for sure. And for all things related to Hooked on Headwaters, for booking these guys, for checking out their websites, jump over to hookedonheadwaters.com. There'll be links off to all the information. And you can hook up with these guys, and as well for bow fishing, kayak fishing. We have all the info over there as well. So with that, we're going to go ahead. Hey, I said with that. I wasn't going to say it, but I did leave off the last two words. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. This episode again, coming off of this cold snap, going into a little bit warmer water, or warmer, a little bit temperatures coming up, a little bit in water, a little bit better, 80 degrees on Friday.
Yep.
So should change things up a little bit. So we're just going to talk strategies basically, and then we're going to go to the map, and we're going to wrap it. So let's go.
We have one really cool announcement toward the end of the video, so hang in there. We'll get to that as soon as we're done.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Dave, because it is, yes, worth hanging in there for sure. Okay, guys.
Going back to the video, to the camera.
Okay, Jerry's going to go ahead and talk a little bit about what's going on from his perspective, so take it away.
All right, so we all know we got cold weather on top of us right now. Coldest that we've had in
long time,
15 years. I told you last week in the video that it was definitely going to have effect on the fish, and it has definitely had an effect on the fish. I fished yesterday with some friends, and the biggest fish we caught yesterday was about 5 pounds. Slow, everything slow. Just leave that shiner sitting there if you're shiner fishing. Try to get it up and around some hydrilla and a little bit deeper water. Don't move it around too much. I had customers today. We probably caught 12, 15 fish. The biggest one was 4 pounds, 11 ounces. But the water temperature is just not where it needs to be right now. It never even got to 60 degrees today, and that's just unheard of here. So like I was saying, it is cool. It was in the 70s today, so it's doing better. Tomorrow is supposed to be even warmer. By Friday, it's supposed to be in the 80s, so that's going to bring that water temperature up, I would say 6, 7 degrees by the end of the week. And, you know, I think that's going to help them out. Didn't bother them too much in the very beginning of the front, but I think now it has been here for so many days that it has saturated these fish, and they have just got lethargic. And I mean, that's just the bottom line. They're cold, so if you're fishing artificial, slow down. If you're fishing shiners, look for these ledges and just leave it sit there.
I'm going to give you something to compare that to real quick. My father-in-law has lots of beautiful plants on his property. Lives in Frostproof, got lots of property anyway. But what had happened with his plants even, because there wasn't this cool down like normal, those plants didn't have an adjustment period, right, to kind of get acclimated to those
exactly right. That's exactly right.
And then when that cold one hit 2 weeks ago, it just browned everything. It just killed off so many plants, and that was a big reason because they didn't have a chance. So now with the second run, same thing happened. So I think with the fish, they haven't had a chance to really get the frog in the boiling pot.
2 weeks ago, the water, when that front came in and the air was cold and the water was cold, but you would catch a fish and that fish would still be warm. That fish is cold now.
Yeah.
So that water has set, I mean, that cold weather has set in on them, and it has just, it slowed their metabolism. They're just not needing to feed like they were feeding.
Right.
And that's it.
So what's your outlook for this week as far as
today I was yesterday I was over here around the, right now I've been, where am I at here? I'm looking for the flag, the East-West Canal flag.
Help you out here, bud. Here.
Yeah, turn that thing around so I can see it. So right here is where the flag is. I've been spending majority of my time right back in here, and the reason I've been doing this is because this wind, there's cutouts in here, there's blow-throughs in here, and this wind comes through that and it causes a current. And I've been catching those fish in here. I was in there yesterday, I was in here today. So right now, I'm not too much back where I was back in this corner back here by the Farm 13 structure. I haven't been back in here too much. Right now, I'm just up in here. These places are kind of sheltered a little bit from the wind, but the wind just funnels down through a bottleneck in here, and these fish seem to be moving around a lot in here in these areas. With that being said, I do not know whether I'll even be in here tomorrow. I probably am going to fish with customers tomorrow. I'm probably going to move out and try Kenansville for a little while. So, but that's where the majority of my time's been in the last 4 or 5 days, is right in here.
All right, cool. Moving on to Mr. Dan. Take this over this way. So what's your outlook here as far, oh no, you're going to talk a little bit about, well, go ahead and give us a quick outlook as far as what you think as far as the temperature, kind of picking up a little bit here.
Well, I was thinking that today we have a warming trend. So my idea was today the fish should start feeding up. But that didn't really happen. I think we probably caught, had a friend of mine, I think we probably caught 10 fish today.
Okay.
But it was tough. It was tougher than I expected. The water temp when I got out, we met at about 8 o'clock this morning. It was 57 when we got on the lake, 56, 57. So the water temp is still pretty cold. But it's interestingly enough, my biggest fish today was almost 4 pounds and caught it on a topwater again. So for the last couple weeks, I've been, still have some cold water, still fishing the holes in the hydrilla, look for clear, clean water. I like the depressions in the bottom with the hydrilla. The little Sammy strikes again. I had some guys Saturday. I fished Ryan and his son Patrick. They're down from PA, and it was tough. It was really tough. I think it was 38 or something when we left the ramp, something ridiculous, and it was never got above 50 degrees, and it blew the entire day. We were all artificial, and we still had a good time, but it was tough. I was trying to figure something out. I picked up that little Sammy, I shot it out there. My very first cast. They're fishing other stuff. Fall out of my own boat. They're fishing other stuff, so I'm searching, and I said, well, it's been working. My first cast, I had one that looked like he's about 5 pounds, come all the way out of the water, missed the bait. I was like, oh, big fish, and handed off the rod, and they caught 3 or 4 on it after that. So that's surprising.
They are hitting slow. I mean, it's like there's a big wait in between bites, but with that top water, same with the shiner, when they do commit, they're blasting it. They're just not doing it as much. But so top water is definitely working. These fish are coming up on the surface and biting, and hitting these baits.
Yeah, same. Also throwing lipless crankbaits in the same kind of holes, and square bills, which y'all know I keep saying square bills. I just like them. Fishing the holes in the hydrilla and some of the drops. Caught some the other day on some drops out there. It was really good. So
good.
We'll see how things turn out.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and cover with Dan too. A little bit of safety stuff out here on the lake, guys.
Yes.
There's been a lot. I mean, there's 5 times more people out here fishing than normal, right? So when you've got 100 boats running around this lake, or whatever it turns out to be, there's a lot of craziness that's going on. Whether you're 18 or 81. People sometimes don't think think a lot, and are causing some concern out here. So let's talk about some of the potential trouble spots where people have run into, let's just say, people in their boats kind of flying at full speed right at them and nearly taking people out. We were up at the ramp here earlier having a discussion with a bunch of fellas, and everybody seemed to have the same thing, that they're running the same issue. People just hauling tail around here like it's just a speedway.
This ain't a racetrack.
And dang near T-boning people. So with that,
it's a lot different than, say, places like Okeechobee. Most of you guys fish Okeechobee. You have a lot of boat trails. Most of it's kind of wide open. Here we have a lot of very limited side areas. So I keep my hand on my throttle when I'm running. I had some guys today. I was running out of a pit. It has one little canal that comes into it. I was probably about 20 as I was making the curve. I saw them. I had to back off, jam my boat up in the cattails. It wasn't dangerous, but if I'd have been moving, it would have been dangerous, and those guys would have been mad at me, and I wouldn't have blamed them. So the areas you really got to watch out for, this is your east-west canal. I have seen it many times, guys running this east-west canal, and there's a lot of cut-throughs, which you have to be careful on, because you can't get through every cut-through. A lot of them, most of them, are very shallow. But a lot of guys are cutting through here, all in these areas, so be careful, especially at the flagpole. It's a high traffic area. Guys coming out here. We got guys running east-west here. I usually slow down and I stand up and I'm looking. Sometimes if I'm not sure, I come down off the plane. It's a wise thing to do. The 45, there's a lot of islands here. Stay out in the middle of this run, because there's guys fishing right on the islands a lot of times, and if you're running close to the edge, you could be 20 feet from them before you see them. Then down here, there's another canal. It's happened to me several times now. A lot of guys they're running this ditch over here, and they get down to this spot here and want to run back east. And this is the main thoroughfare.
Yep.
That's where you got to get here almost exclusively, but unless you run this way, you have to run through here. Guys are cutting across, not even looking, and you know it's dangerous. So watch limited sight.
Just yesterday, I almost got T-boned. This S canal is it's a through. I mean, everybody runs up and down this S canal. If you are fishing the pits, please, we've all got families to go home to. This is not a racetrack. There's no reason for people to be coming out of those pits on plane into the S canal. That's just ridiculous. You've got to take your time. Somebody's going to end up getting killed out here. All of these places that you come to, I use them just like I'd be coming to a stop sign, like you're turning a blinker on, getting ready to turn left or right. Just like Dan was saying, any of these major canals that are long distance canals that you're coming down, don't think because you've got the right of way that people are just going to stop. They don't. These guys just fly around here like this is a racetrack. So just be careful, take your time. Nobody wants to get hurt out here, and just watch what you're doing.
Yep, safety for sure. You know, and I know you guys hate getting preached at, but it's gonna happen. It's not a matter of if; it's a matter of when.
That's exactly right. Sooner or later, somebody's gonna get hurt out here.
Yep. So pay attention at the intersection. Like I said, especially this S canal, you can't just whip out from the pits on point.
When you are going back to the truck, when you're going back to the landing, at the end of this S canal, you are supposed to stop and idle through that bay to the ramp. Do not come in there to that bay where we load our boats up on plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one we see.
Yeah, and if FWC's sitting there, they will stop you. I saw a guy get stopped a while back. He come in there on a plane.
You're going to get a healthy ticket.
And he walked right down. The FWC officer got out of his truck and had a nice little conversation with him. So
that's exactly right.
We really aren't preaching at you guys. We just want you to be safe.
You know, a lot of you guys
want to be safe. So
a lot of you guys aren't from here, and you don't fish here, and you don't know what to expect. And if we don't tell you, how are you going to know? I don't want you to find out the hard way. Somebody bash you in the side or something. So just when you get here, just take your time. Just look over the thing before you just run out and somebody hits you.
25 miles an hour around the lake, S canal. And like I said, you know, you got guys coming down from the north. They don't know that.
They don't know this. So
except for the fact that there is, and we're all guilty. The guys don't read directions, right? We get something, we don't read the instructions, we don't read directions, but there is a sign that clearly states, and it's always a good practice, just a real quick run over, shoot down the list, just so you know, because that way if the FWC does get you, you know,
just be safe.
Ignorance of the law deal.
Just be safe. Everybody wants to go home to their families.
Right. And I got a feeling those that I'm not saying they like to give the guys from up north tickets, but you know.
Oh, they'll get us too.
I know they will, but I'm just saying, you just be careful, guys, and watch out. So that's gonna do it. Yeah, enough of that. So Dave, you want to jump back over here and throw out this big announcement?
Come on, buddy.
We'll wrap this baby up.
Coming out. Coming on board.
Come on.
Better ask that captain for permission, otherwise you might get shot.
Permission aboard there, Captain.
Permission granted, sir.
It's getting farther away every time.
It is. We're filming from two boats, folks. So that's the camera boat, and this is the stage boat.
Yeah.
So what do we got, Dave? We got something really cool.
I tell you, if you're going to be in this area or in or around President Day's weekend, on that Saturday, which I believe is the 19th, February 19th, Saturday, Hooked on Headwaters was going to have a meet and greet. We're going to have a little tent set up on the side, Headwaters boat ramp. When you guys come in, again, it'll be between 1 and 4. Come on over, say hello, talk to us, show us some pics, just chat. We got a bottle of water. We got some nice. We're gonna have some nice giveaways. So keep that in mind. It's February the 19th, Saturday, 1 to 4, meet and greet, Hooked on Headwaters. These two guys will be there. We may have a little demo, a little seminar, and a couple other things going on. So put it on your calendar.
Yep, sponsored by American Bait Works. So we are going to have a really cool selection of the stuff we're going to be giving away. We want you guys to put to the test out on the waters and report back to us how you do with those baits. So really cool stuff. So appreciate everybody that'll come out. And between now and then, hey, gently smash that like button. Give us a thumbs up. Helps the algorithm. Keeps us going. Keeps us being found by other folks just like you who are coming down here and looking for that good information. So all right, guys, I'm out.
good?
Have a good week.
Yeah, we'll see you guys.
So long, everyone. God bless.
Take
Bye.
care.
Hey, this is Dave, and today we are lucky enough to bump into one of our subscribers. They're not from here, so they're going to tell us their story.
Hey guys, we were here last month and enjoyed it so much, made us come back again this month. So we drove back down from North Carolina. Had a pretty good morning. It slowed down a little this afternoon. Picked back up this afternoon. White chatterbait seemed to be the best bite for us up towards the north side, a little bit muddier water. That's about it.
That's it.
Yeah.
What's your names?
I'm David. This is Kevin.
All right, Dave and Kevin. Thank you, guys. Thanks
Yeah,
for
no
watching.
problem.
Thanks for subscribing.
You guys keep it up. We get a lot of information from y'all.
All right, we appreciate it, bro. Safe travels.
Thank you.
And you're going to fish some more this week, right?
Oh yeah, we'll be here more days. 3 more days.
All right, you go hook them up, man.
We're gonna try. Got
All
a
right.
TV to break.
This is Rick, Ed from New Jersey.
All right.
All the way down because of you guys. We'll go in Headwaters.
Oh, man, thank you.
Basically, every fish we caught, every fish we caught is basically due to you guys. And we appreciate it.
Oh, man, we appreciate you watching and subscribing and commenting. Thanks for stopping by.
No problem.
All right.
Nothing great. We had a couple in the morning. He caught a 3-pounder a little while ago, mostly on a speed worm. Slowed down. Yesterday we picked them slow with speed worm, and then crankbaits and liquid cranks. So,
Hey, where you guys from?
New Jersey.
Oh, Jersey. All right. How long are you down here for?
The rest of the week, our wives are home shoveling the driveway.
Yeah, that's right.
And inches of snow.
All right. You're the man, bro. You're the man. Thank you.
Guys. Thanks again.